In 1950, 22 automobile deaths per 100,000 people in the United States. In 2021, 13 automobile deaths per 100,000 people. The biggest drop in that whole time was 1974. I think it went down by 17 or 18% that one year. What was it in 1974 that you could recall that caused such a significant change in highway deaths in the United States?
I remember something that happened, and of course, it was the 55 mile an hour speed limit that was
Exactly.
imposed by the federal government, which a firm believer and supporter of the Constitution, looking back, I think was unconstitutional, but that's for a different show. But there's something very interesting about that bill. I remember going to, ironically, retired California Highway Patrol chief. I remember going to traffic school for a ticket I received in college. One of the exhibits that the instructor in that class used was a chart about the reduction of traffic-related deaths across the United States. And he actually used that 1974 statistic. And what had been happening was even 15 or so years before, and then after, like going into the mid 80s, was this steep decline in traffic deaths. So I'm not saying that the 55 mile an hour speed limit imposition had nothing to do with traffic related deaths, but it was certainly part of a much larger trend, which was more related to the increased technology in braking, in tires, in crash or crunch, research of vehicles, things like this, safety glass. All of these things have been reducing deaths, automobile-related deaths in the first place. Again, 55 mile an hour speed limit may or may not have contributed, but it certainly was part of a larger downward trend.